Do you love flashcards or hate them? Most students I know make flashcards because that's what they think they're supposed to do to study. But really, they actually make a key mistake when they're creating their flashcards that actually has them wasting study time. And most teachers and parents who tell students to make flashcards don't help them understand that this key little thing I'm about to teach you could make or break how well your flashcards actually work for you, okay? So firstly, what I want to do is show you that here's a list of vocabulary words. They're German because that's the language that I learned when I was in high school. So let's pretend that I have to memorize these words for a test. There's the German verb. There's the English translation of it. This is what I have to learn. Now, most students, here's the mistake they make. Oh, and here are the flashcards on a nice little ring. I highly recommend these kinds of rings, especially for students who have ADD or ADHD and lose a lot of their flashcards. So let's pretend that I'm decided I'm going to make a bunch of flashcards for these words. Now, the mistake that most students do is they get out their flashcards. Let me get a pen too. And what they do is they like watch TV or listen to something or whatever. They're not fully paying attention. They're like, I'm studying, I'm making flashcards. Ooh, and I don't even have to use my brain. So that first word, essen, and I'm looking at the list right now. Essen means, what does it mean to eat? Okay. Okay, so I put eat on the other side. Okay, let me show you what I just made. Essen is on that side. Eat is on that side, and they're like, cool, okay, I am studying, but I don't have to really do any work because I'm not even using my whole brain. I'm just copying what's on this whiteboard here. Okay, here's the second one. Schreiben means to write. And let's pretend that I keep on going. Why is that a mistake? I have wasted valuable study time right now. And I'm pretending that I'm actually learning something because I'm making the flashcards and that's what I think I need to do to be productive, but actually I'm not learning a single thing right now. So I want to remind you before I explain why, what the study cycle is. So I have summarized the most important parts of brain science into these 3 steps that students need to take in a cycle in order over and over and over again to be ready for any test. If you don't know what the study cycle is, I highly recommend you head on over to gretchenwegner.com. There's a free course smack dab on my homepage. Take that free course. There's a video for students, a video for parents, and then also a video for educators. So there's lots of good stuff there. Here's what I want to point out though. This side of the study cycle, this is what I call the basket of knowledge and skills. This is everything you need to know for the test. And so in this case, in that basket is all my German vocabulary words. This is me, that's my brain. And in fact, we're gonna add my little curls here. I always like to draw the hairstyle of the person who I'm working with. So first we got to get the information from the basket into the brain, right? That's what I call the encode or the teach part of the study cycle. The second part is the retrieval, that's the fancy brain term, or the testing yourself side of the study cycle. So just now, when I was making my flashcards, which side of the study cycle was I on? If you answered this one or that one, you'd be wrong. I wasn't on the study cycle at all. I was simply mindlessly copying words and pretending that I was studying. What I encourage you to do, it will take a little bit more effort, but man, the payoffs are going to be gigantic, is to actually choose to be on the retrieval side of the study cycle when you're making your flashcards. So what that looks like is on my list, I actually need to cover the definitions so that I don't see them. So I'm going to do that with this whiteboard right here. So I have them covered right now. So now I only see the verbs, the German verbs, and not the English definitions. And I'm going to do the next one. The next one is machen. So I'm writing that down on my flashcard. I'll show you. And then I'm going to quiz myself because I'm on step 2 of the study cycle. Machen, ich mache, du machst. Right. Oh, yeah, I think it means to make. So I wrote that down on the flashcard. Actually, I shouldn't have written it down because I should have assessed myself first. So now I'm going to slide the whiteboard down until I get to the word machen, to make. I was right. Awesome. Then I will move on to the next one is trinken, which actually means to drink. And I'll make my flashcard for that. This simple act of taking a moment to test yourself and prove whether you know it or not, and then put it on the flashcard will actually help you so much more in terms of burning strong neural pathways in your brain for this information than if you mindlessly make your flashcards. Even though the mindless part feels good, it's not going to give you the grade that's going to feel good. So please, whenever you make flashcards, practice retrieval, test yourself as you're making them. Make sure that you are somewhere on the study cycle, and specifically step 2 of the study cycle when you're using your flashcards. I promise you, you'll see payoffs. If you have any questions, please check me out at gretchenwegner.com. You can send an email directly to me. I love those. I see those less, or I see those more than I see the comments on YouTube. And feel free to take the free course, gretchenwegner.com. Learn all about the study cycle. See y'all later.